Welcome SRA Nation, welcome to Sim Racing Alliance GT3 Main Series Season 16.
It's going to be a wonderful race here tonight. We got some great action here.
He's gonna look on the inside. He's gonna dive. There's a Mercedes. Oh no!
I mean, these two gyros side by side, it's not going to be, it's exactly what you want to see behind you. Spins his wheels, and that's going to be prime time attacking opportunity.
Oh, and he's going to try to stick it inside.
Oh, no contact. Oh my god!
And we're off and away for SRA.
Welcome back, SRA Nation, to our penultimate installment of Season 17 Division 2. I am joined by, the typical culprit, Donovan Colton. I am Anton Roshevich, and we have Dan Cran along for the ride this week. Dan, a Kyalami specialist yourself, just had to tag along, of course. But listen, it is a stacked booth for this week. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back for round 7. It's been a hell of a season so far, Donovan, and I know Dan's been watching. What do you guys make of the season so far? It's been absolutely amazing.
Yeah, it has been a great season, great battles up, especially at the top of D2 Gold. D2 Silver, has been a little bit less of a battle, but Gold has been very entertaining.
We can blame Dan for that. He's an admin. He does the placements, right?
Yeah, that's why I'm here. I'm here to take all the flack from the Twitch chat, from the broadcasters, just soak it up.
There you go.
No, I'm really glad to be here. I've been tuning in to most of the broadcasts all season long, just haven't been able to get there beforehand to join you guys, or you guys have already had a great third in Amos for most of the season. But it's great to be here. I like you said, I love Kyalami. Always delivers some great races, and I'm excited to see the action tonight.
I feel like Kyalami just has to be towards the end of the calendar. It's such a staple. I remember back in season 12 was my first season. It was the last round. It's kind of like Interlagos in F1 in a sense that it just has to be the final round or towards the end. I don't know how you guys feel about that, but
It's kind of funny. My first race in SRA was Kyalami.
oh,
And it
there
was
you
the
go.
first race of the season.
Well,
yeah.
I guess you win some, you lose some, right? But
Yeah.
it's a pretty exciting last 2 races. We got Red Bull Ring next week, but of course, the championships will not be decided until the very last round, as it seems right now. Apart from Silver, but we'll get to that later. But yeah, it's going to be an electric race this week. Kyalami, it is a realistic weather race. However, in South Africa right now, it is the peak of fall, which means it is fluctuating between heavy showers and thunderstorms and just pure dry hot lapping weather conditions. Unfortunately, we got the boring one, which is just the dry race. But listen, Kyalami never disappoints. Turn 1, it's not really turn 1, it's just the kink in the road. It's literally called the kink, which is pretty funny. But heading into turn 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, sector 1, honestly, a very difficult section of the track. It's very easy to lose the rear of the car here. It's difficult to get the traction down as we go into barbecue turn 5. This corner, relative to the name, it's very easy to cook this corner. There's a lot of grass on exit, which you want to carry the speed over the corner, but it's very easy to get some pressure loss and even invalidate your time on exit. Heading into turn 6, Sunset, very difficult corner here as well. Honestly, Kyalami is so difficult to get the lap time out of, but it's so fluid. That's why it's a very a fan favorite. It's a staple of the SRA community. Heading into turn 7, Clubhouse, into the S's of turn 8 and 9. Very difficult section here. A lot of curbs that can be very nasty to your lap time, but also can be very helpful to your lap time. Just gotta hit it the right way. Heading into turn 10, Liu Cup, very difficult hairpin. Probably the most difficult corner on the track, I'd say, right, Dan?
Yeah, it's definitely up there. I would say all of Sector 2 is easily the most technical part of the track, where Sunset, you're balancing on the edge. Turn 7, you're really just trying to find the perfect balance, and same thing through 8 and 9 and into 10. I mean, that's very technical, and all the corners are very different.
Absolutely, it's what makes the track so lovable. It's just that it has variety, right? But it's difficult, especially for a long race distance of 60 minutes. Even qualifying is super tense, as we saw from last night's D1 qualifying session. But heading into Sector 3, Mineshaft into the Crocodiles, which is a pretty funny corner name. That's turn 13. Heading up to the most infamous corner on the track, that's Cheetah. Absolute humongous sausage curb on the inside. If you clip it, might as well say goodbye to your race. You're going to end up in the sand trap down in Santon, South Africa, and might as well just head over to the pit lane and retire. So a lot of drivers are going to be looking to get as close to the apex as possible there, just nipping at the sausage curb, but not touching it, because it'll spell absolute doom for your race if you do touch it. Heading into the final corner, turn 16, into Ingwe. Pretty difficult corner, this one too. It's deceivingly difficult because it's all uphill acceleration zone after the fact, but you want to get the braking right enough so that the car does get over the turn pretty quickly. Apart from that, Kyalami, very fun but very difficult track. So it's gonna be a fun one, guys. Donovan, take it over to the standings.
Yeah, so for the standings, we've got Jack Krause with a decent lead, 29 points over Bailey Kish, who only has 3 points over Kyle Barber. And it's definitely looking between those three. They've been, really the fastest of the season thus far. Bailey is looking insanely fast this race, though. So he mentioned in the interview last race when he won Snetterton that it is his best track, so he's going to be one to watch out for. He might run away with it. We will see. Not if Jack Krause has anything to say about it. Going down Kyle Barber's teammate Ian Krieger. We'll have more to talk about them in a second here. And then Jason Allen, Dick Zipperburn Jr., Douglas Mitchell, Bailey's teammate. Again, we'll have more to talk about that in a second. And then Cody Platt, he's kind of running away with the silver championship. I mean, he is, 95 points, if I could do the math correctly, ahead of Kevin Nichols. So it is not technically won now. It can technically be won tonight with, as far mathematically. But it is very likely that, that is quite the gap. He would basically just have to not race, and Kevin Nichols have insane races to catch up. But yeah, so silver not looking nearly as close as gold, but for the team championship, it's a little bit closer. The Mustangs of Kyle Barber and Ian Krieger, they've got 42 points ahead of the Badmans of Bailey Kish and Douglas Mitchell. So they're sitting pretty comfy, but that's not too many points to behind for the Badmans. Jason Allen and Mike Gino, they are not in this one. So it's definitely looking between the Mustang team of Kyle Barber and Ian Krieger and the Porsche team of Bailey Kish and Douglas Mitchell. So yeah, it's pretty much just a two team battle here for the team series.
Yeah, it's not what we're seeing at D1, at least. I know Dan's part of that little what's the proper word here? It's definitely a dog fight at the top of D1 right now with the team championship.
Yeah, that's a fair enough word.
It's absolutely insane. I have sound. Where's the sound? No cars are on. That's a little bit weird. Let me double check that. I don't hear anything. That's odd.
Well, they're not driving just yet.
Going, yeah.
Yeah, they're all just sitting still.
There was an extra minute in the.
Oh, there we go. I can hear something. Amazing.
The anticipation is rising with all the drivers.
That's what you're hearing, and
I thought I was going crazy. The voices in my head telling me there's no cars. What is this? Tesla's racing? We've got Cybertrucks on the track. we got Cody Platt's going to be definitely one to look out for, as Donovan mentioned. I feel like, honestly, if he finishes anywhere above Kevin Nichols this race, it's probably just going to be all she wrote for the silver championship. It's been feeling like that from, honestly, Zolder. That was kind of the race where he really stood out and just was ahead of the competition by quite a big margin. I know Dan was very happy to see that, considering he picked him up in fantasy. But it's You know,
Huge fan.
as fans in the chat, it's probably very refreshing to see Cody Platt just having this success. So it's good to see some people just riding a bunch of highs week after week.
Oh yeah, and he's had some solid qualifying sessions the last couple races. I mean, he got pole position at Imola. What did he qualify? P2 or 3 last?
I think it was
He was
P2 at
right up
Centerton.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he had the silver drivers had worse conditions. I think maybe at SNET too.
It was so. It's
I think they
debatable.
had-
I don't know.
Yeah, I think theoretically they had better conditions because the rain did pick up more. But I mean, more cars on track. I don't know. It's hard to say, and it's hard to tell when you're not actually driving it.
Yeah, we got, as I mentioned this week or earlier today, we got Dan Cran on the pip. We see that little yellow-orange box right below the track map. We're going to be seeing some action from other drivers while on track. So right now we're seeing Trey Morgan both on the pip and on the screen. We can see the inside, all those electronics working to the beauty of the Godzilla Nissan GTR. It honestly adds another level of immersion to the broadcast experience. So we hope you enjoy seeing this on the stream. We didn't really have it all season, but hey, we got it this time. So shout out Dan Cran for that one.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna try and stick with you on quality. The way we get the in car and the out of car.
Kind of like that, yeah.
Won't do that
I
for
like
the
the-
race, but it looks good. I think this way.
Yeah.
Let's talk about
I like
the
the,
leaderboards for this week, though.
Yeah.
Let's pull it up.
That is.
Let's pull it up because there have been, as I said earlier, as Donovan said earlier, there's been some Kyalami specialists this week. Bailey Kish, of course, one of them, just flaunting his times driving multiple cars, ranging from, of course, this Porsche 992 to the Aston Martin Vantage GT3 to even the BMW. So big range of cars there. Kind of just flaunting his pace, but Jack Rouse not too far behind. Bailey's Porsche time is at a 40.2, but Jack Rouse 40.4. But it all comes down to the day of the race, which is today. So we'll see if the drivers can really put it down. In terms of silver, though, Trey Morgan is up there with a 40.7. Dare I say that's a very respectable time from the Godzilla driver.
That is good for Trey there. So yeah, he's going to be hoping he could convert that. And notably, if I remember correctly, Cody was saying that this was not one of his best tracks last week in the interview. So that could be kind of interesting to see some other silver drivers maybe competing for the silver win for the race.
Yeah, it would be absolutely phenomenal to see. I mean, Cody's been kind of running away with it. It's obviously nice to see him competing with the gold drivers and defending from them with his life, but we see Ryan Garrity yellow flagged. He, I think, is the first driver who's been cheated for this week. Let's see, on board with Ryan Garrity. It's just a little bit of the crash. It looks like the car is a little bit out of shape. Yeah, nice 360 there.
Pretty nice, yeah. Good way to stop. You can keep going from there. It's not out of the way. You'll be all right. Ooh, okay.
Looking at the top right now, GP3 sits high and mighty above Kevin Nichols and Cody Platt. GP3 picking himself up in fantasy this week, kind of showing us, hey, I believe in myself. I trust my ability to get it done on track. Trey Morgan, though, right to the top with the 41.3. So it's already a close qualifying session. Cody Platt not running away with it like we thought he would, but as Donovan said, not his best track according to his own words. But when has that ever been true this season?
Yeah.
I also want to mention, I mean, these first times, 41.3, 41.4, like these are pretty quick outlaps, I would say, for D2. I mean that's trending towards like a mid 40 for a couple of these silver drivers if they really put one together.
All out for life.
That is impressive. Yeah, that's good for silver. Absolutely.
So a couple of drivers not improving very much at the top, but Cody Platt going across the start-finish line right now, up about 0.3 is going to put him up to provisional pole with a 41.2. So those banker laps are now being thrown away as the tires are getting into a more optimal window. Cody Platt, the first driver to cross the line with those fresher tires. Trey Morgan not too far behind him, but he's still, of course, setting his lap times A couple of other drivers improving. Rusco Bat, a little bit unfortunate considering he was on a huge improvement, would have put in provisional pole, but he hasn't validated this lap. Kyalami is no stranger to invalidations, I'll tell you that much, guys. Barbecue, very easy to go off track. Sunset, also easy to go off track. Even in the S's. The S is probably the hardest part about track limits here at Kyalami.
Yeah, and it could be a little bit difficult if you're pushing really hard, at least for me, on turns, like even Sunset, you know, with front engine cars, I typically can have a problem invalidating there. The Crocodiles, if you're really pushing, you know, track limits, like you probably should. Speaking of track limits at Sunset, Roscoe Bat there going a little bit wide. But yeah, I mean, yesterday I'm pretty sure I only got 2 valid laps. That's kind of been a crutch of mine lately, is getting valid laps in qualifying. But yeah, one thing to note though, at least in my experience, it's pretty easy to, you know, at least as far as the race is concerned, go off track and not get track cuts here. So it's not one that we should be seeing too many, you know, drive-throughs for track limits, but for qualifying, it is definitely can be difficult. Cody Platt going to the top with the first 40 at 40.997.
Are we surprised?
Not really, no. I mean, he did say it was his worst track of the season, but I mean,
on the Hot Lap leaderboard, kinda, honestly. I'm expecting GB3 and Trey to get down in there, and I'm sure. I mean, Rusco Bat, I think, has the pace. I just, I think he's invalidated 2 laps in a row here, so the pressure is going to be ramping up now. You only get a couple more shots at it. Time to make it count.
Qualifying is so difficult.
Yeah, I was going to say, especially at Kyalami, I think one of the trickiest parts about qualifying is that, especially at this track, it's all about not, like, you really don't want to be late braking for almost any of these corners. And in qualifying, you're always trying to push it, but it catches you out the other way because all your straight line speed is worse for the next section. And you really want to be braking early and getting the power out of so many of these corners that it just is almost a contradiction in quali at times.
That's what we talked. Oh, he said it. Yeah, absolutely. It's back. It's so back.
I was gonna not say it. Oh my goodness.
You know who is so back though?
I know. Yeah.
GB3 wasn't a huge improvement. A little bit slow through the S's there, but still tracking to be on that provisional pole. A little bit early on the brakes there. Don't blame him considering that he's up on such a huge margin. And look at that. Dan talking about speeding early on the brakes. He made up about a 10th there. It's gonna be on for pretty good lap time here. Cody Platt going to the top of the 40.807. So Trey Morgan, let's see if we can challenge that a little bit more. We're ticking down on the clock. A minute to go for these silver drivers.
That's a 10.5 faster than what Cody Platt put in. That's over a 10.5 faster than what he put in for practice. So very impressive lap there from Cody Platt. Let's see. I mean, this should be a decent jump up. He lost a little bit in the final sector. He goes up to provisional P3. But,
close.
Yeah, but he's into the 40s, though, at 40.957.
Let's get on board with Risco Bat right ahead of GB3, of course, and the other 296. There's so many 296s in this division, I keep forgetting. But we saw that he was on for so many improvements earlier on, and he just has not been able to get that lap that he's so wanted down. But let's see, this is going to be his last opportunity before the golds go out at 10 minutes, so he's got the pressure on him.
Oh my god, he just gained 3/10 through
Sunset line, yeah.
I mean, that alone would shoot him up pretty much 4 or 5 positions.
Yep.
Through the S's, looks clean, gets the throttle down, remains valid through the S's, and he's about 6/10 up. No commentator's curse here. Break early there, Rusco, and he's going to hit the apex. GB3's off at the S's, loses a little bit of speed, or exit speed on exit there from the hairpin, is down about a 10th, but he's still improving, which would really be beneficial for his position here in qualifying. Cody Plant and GP3 both in the pits. Trey Morgan not improving, and he's also on an invalid lap, so that's going to be P2 for Trey Morgan provisionally, unless Russo can find magically 4/10 in this last 2 corner sequence right here through Cheetah, through Inkwe, the last here, but he finds some time there. Yeah, he found some real time. There's going to be up 7/10 as he's going to approach the line uphill. The 296 going to chug along to the start finish line, going to improve Rusko from P10 to P6. So good improvement as the bell rings. Ryan Garrity in P7, Steve Foster in P8 crossing the line, Dylan Bonsall in P11. Pablo Ferrer going to the line with a 1.3 second improvement, 1.2 now, going to the line from a 43.0 to a 41.7. It's going to put him at P11, so that is going to be silver qualifying. Very close, a lot closer than we have seen in recent races. Cody Platt maybe not so dominating as he was in previous editions of Division 2 this season.
I mean, it's definitely faster than I was expecting there. I don't know why. I wasn't expecting him to get silver pole, but just looking at the practice. But yeah, I mean, he's almost 2/10 faster than his practice time, which you don't see that very often in
Very true.
D2.
And I would also add, I mean, so now the markers are down. Golds know what they got to do. I mean, I don't know about you guys. I don't usually look too much at what the silver times are. I've generally practiced enough that you kind of know. Sorry, as a gold driver, you know, you're not necessarily. You just want to do your own lap kind of thing. But I think for the gold drivers, if you took a quick peek, you know, the marker is basically you got to do a 40 here. If you're in the 41s, you risk falling pretty far down the order, I think.
Let's hop on board with Bailey Kishdan, because this is the man of the hour. This is the man challenging for a D2 championship, trying to take it away from Jack Krause, who is sitting in the cat seat at the moment. Right now, about 20, how many points? 20-something points ahead? Oh, it's close. It's 29 points. So Bailey Kish, even if he gets 2 P1s in a row, Kyalami and Rebel Ring, as long as Jack finishes in P2 in both of those races, it's still Jack's championship to lose. So Bailey's got to be absolutely on it, and he's got to hope for a miracle that Jack Rouse somehow has a slip up.
Jack's looked really, really steady. Not sure this is the best 296 track. I haven't done too many laps myself here, but in that car. But I would say in general the 296 is probably solid here, but it can be a little sketchy, I think, in some of the corners like Cheetah, where you need enough rotation to really whip it through and keep it steady under braking.
Yeah, 296 is one of those cars where it's so differently behaved than every other mid-engine car and front-engine car, of course, but the nose just is so twitchy on immediate turn-in, and then it just wants to understeer for the rest of the corner. So it's definitely something you have to adapt to. I know that you had a season in it last season, probably not your most favorite, but it's definitely fast. It has its tracks, has its moments, but it's not easy. It's not easy to drive. It's not easy to get pace out of.
From last season, I would say it really didn't like elevation changes very much. So I could see the braking at the top of the hill is probably one of the more weird spots in this car. Otherwise, I think the car would probably behave pretty well.
There's your man, Donovan Brooker-Quigg is here and ready to party. So
yeah, I am glad to see him here as I roast him for Picties. But yeah,
it's a quick first lap too.
It is a very quick first lap. Yeah, so I'm definitely going to be looking at, I mean, he hasn't raced much this season, but I mean, I could only think of 2 other races that he did, which was Indy and Watkins, and he won Watkins. So
that was a crazy race for him. The Audi tire wear almost got him. I think there was a few Mustangs trying to chase him down. Ian Krieger with the very unfortunate disconnect, but yeah, the undercut worked a charm for him there, a treat, so to say, but yeah. I don't know. Kyalami is going to be... that's another interesting point to make. Kyalami is one of those tracks where the tire degradation is very even, and you do feel it, but it's not that bad. It's really not. So, we'll see. We'll see how the strategies pan out.
Yeah, I mean, we saw in D1, I mean, maybe partially because there was a lot of chaos, but there were a lot of very early pit stops. So, I mean, we could see something similar in D2, but yeah, I mean, tire wear definitely not as bad as a track like Watkins for sure, especially when you're in the Audi. Bailey on a massive improvement. This will put him into provisional pole by about 0.2.
Are we surprised? Say it with
No,
me.
not
No,
at all.
we're not.
Not even remotely.
Not even remotely.
I am. I'm looking for Jack Krause. I don't know. I mean,
He hasn't done a
doesn't
valid
have
lap yet.
lap. Yeah. So he's just kind of teasing everybody to put in something.
Watch him do a 39.
that would be insane.
nuts.
But I don't. I mean, yeah, that would be a little crazy.
I mean,
I
Jack
don't think we're
has...
gonna see a 39.
I mean, I'd hope not, because that would be a little bit... I'm thinking about one person and one person only. If I see a 39 from them...
Yeah.
In my best admin voice, optics not looking good.
Yeah.
Jack Krause only P15 though. So yeah, Dan, we're talking about how the 296 is probably going to struggle here. Look at that, from P12 to P16. All 296 drivers.
Yeah. It's a lot of 296.
A lot of Ferrari.
Yeah.
The wrong. Sorry.
That's
I was
right.
gonna say I'm
right.
I'm a big Ferrari guy, but I don't know about the 296.
The superior Ferrari prevailed yesterday. Rightly so. That was a tough race, dude. Oh my god.
There's nothing. I mean, what we'll have 2 more laps after the one they're on. I'm not seeing a ton of 40s on the Delta, guys. I'm not gonna lie. Some of these silver times I think are gonna hold pretty strong, at least as of now.
Doug's in P5
Yeah,
or
for sure.
P6 now, by the way. He was complaining
Yeah,
for an
he'll become
entire
that.
hour in the chat for this.
Oh, welcome Ian Krieger to the party.
Yeah.
absolutely.
Not surprised on that one.
Yeah, so-
I am surprised on Kyle Barber though. Oh, P3, never mind. I
he
ate my
is.
own words there.
I'm not surprised
They're
at all.
all knocking out the third lap now.
These two have been P2, P3 so often this season. It is definitely some familiar territory for them.
This is the one I'm really paying attention to, because Jack Krause needs to be close to Bailey. Oh my god! Cheetah almost taking another victim in Division 2.
He was in the wall. I thought he
Man.
was in the wall.
Oh my
man.
god, can you imagine? That would have been quality over. He would not have time to set a representative lap. Up into P8 for Jack
my
Krause.
goodness.
Oh my, code brown moment right there for the Ferrari
That
driver.
was a brown flag for sure there. Yeah, I mean,
A
Cheetah
brown flag?
can definitely be that way. Yeah,
Yeah, is that right?
absolutely.
The Donovan School of Racing. And then we still got honest Jason Allen. Yeah,
Yep, I got him. I
you
got
and
him.
me, we're on the same wavelength there. Not seeing massive improvements here.
I believe
I'm a
in
little
Jason.
worried for my boy.
And Jason, oh my god, big improvement at the hairpin.
That's where the lap went wrong previously.
Yeah.
Huh?
I mean, that's probably the most common area where drivers mess up, honestly.
Yeah, it's so hard to be confident through there. You're always second guessing. I'm also seeing. Oh, Ian Krieger. Hello.
Yeah.
Oh god, oh my god.
I was gonna point him out. This might. I mean, not might. It will.
Personal best for Ian Krieger,
Ooh.
I think.
Oh, 40.
Holy moly! What a lap.
Oh wow. That's impressive there. Jason Allen coming across the line with
Good
a
improvement. P5 for Jason
very
Allen.
good improvement.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
He needed that one.
Yeah, 40.865. So yeah, Ian Krieger though with a monster lap there.
Never count out
that's-
Bailey Kish though.
Yeah, the Delta's
Yeah.
flirting. It's not over yet.
Al Latufa making the 6-7 joke of the night. Oh, Bailey had a bit of a moment. Oh, no, that's
there
it.
it goes.
That's it. No
it.
pole.
That's it. Yeah.
Yep.
He's not making
man.
that up.
Oh, we didn't see this, but Zipperburn
Jack
Jr. in P6. Good lap from him.
He's been, consistently right in the mix. I feel like every single race this season. And he tied Jason time. They tied.
Wow, look at that. 40.865.
The 0.8 to 0.1 is so tight right now.
Wow. Wow. I mean, D2's been doing this
really
all season long.
Improvers on the final lag. Jack Krause needs to deliver here. Up a little bit.
Let's get on board with Jack Krause.
Yeah, not a huge
Nathan Moffitt up pretty solid right now too, heading in sector 3.
Brooker Quig was, but he got a yellow
Welcome.
at Cheetah. I think Brooker went off at Cheetah.
Mason Moffitt P5. There you go. Jack Krause is not improving though.
No, he's not.
He does have a lot of time to gain in Sector 3 though, so yeah, we did see him have that huge moment at Cheetah, so that's where all of his time gain is going to be.
That's true.
So he's the 10th down right now though, so I mean, listen, any improvement is going to shoot him up quite a bit of positions.
He just needs like 2/10 and he's in 3rd. I mean, it's close.
No, Jack, no! Pushing the margins into the wall. Cheetah claims Jack Krause for the 2nd time in this session. Philip Mueller also struggling with Cheetah a little bit. That Honda getting spicy from under him. All that VTEC coursing through that Twix car's veins. It goes across the line with a 3/10 improvement. Philip Mueller going from P25. Oh no, he invalidated, or did he just improve not enough?
I think he ran out of gas, maybe?
Wow, that is...
He flashed for us, though.
It kind of looked like he just ran out of gas.
Yeah.
Oh, ran out of gas, but listen, not out of steam, because the race is about to arrive upon us. 60 minutes of Kyalami. It's going to be a sweatfest. It's going to be a nice, entertaining show for us and everybody at home. The top 5 goes as this. Ian Krieger beating Bailey Kish out to that pole position. Bailey Kish really struggling through the S's. And P3 Kyle Barber. So the two Mustangs really showing that they want to win that team championship. Cody Platt in P4 and Mason Moffitt making a nice appearance in the top 5. Jason Allen right behind him in P6. But before we head on to the race, we're going to go to a quick sponsored message.
A huge thank you to our SRA sponsors and title sponsors for supporting us here at SRA, as well as support from Documise, a modern business solution for product management. Go to documise.com to learn more today. And support from Retro Saga, a North American-based gaming company that provides accessories for your favourite classic systems, including Nintendo, Sega, PlayStation, and much more. Enhance your retro gaming experience today at retrosaga.ca. And a big thank you to our affiliates, Track Racer. Experience redefined gaming with Track Racer's high-quality sim rigs and accessories. Use code SRATE at checkout to support us. Armamentario, a toolbox for ACC that will enhance your chance to win. Enjoy a fully customizable and enhanced HUD to change the way you experience ACC. AT 3D Sim Shop. Upgrade your sim racing experience today with premium 3D printed accessories featuring precision crafted magnetic shifters, sleek cable management solutions, versatile stream deck mounts, and immersive dashboard displays. Their innovative designs enhance performance and style, elevate every lap with top-tier quality and craftsmanship at at3d.net. Go Setups, premium esports setups for everybody. Use our affiliate link on our Discord and take your drive to the next level. Castle and Cauldron, a home-based crafting business specialising in handmade Harry Potter, Fantastic Beasts and Fairy World collectibles. Magic wands, potions, mini dioramas, wall decor, costumery, cosplay, and much more. Castle and Cauldron is where crafting meets the magical. Visit facebook.com/Castle Cauldron. And from KP Concepts, your source for custom automotive renderings, graphic design, and printing. We spend countless hours making you look all good for the spectacle. Check out kpconcepts.com for more.
The cars are roaring and we are ready and back for the race. Ian Krieger leading us off on pole position, putting that pink pony Mustang, spreading his wings to take that pole position from Bailey Kish. I got it, Donovan. I didn't mess up. I did it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, these two have been neck and neck in terms of qualifying pace all season long. Ian Krieger was able to put it ahead of the Porsche driver, and Bailey is in a Mustang sandwich for probably the millionth time this season. Cody Platt right behind them in P4. Mason Moffitt with his, I believe, his first top 5 of the season in qualifying. So let's see if he can keep consistent in the race. Kyalami, not easy to be consistent in for sure. Jason Allen in P6 with Dixon Byrne Jr. right behind him in P7. Douglas Mitchell in P8, so that's Dan's pick to at least have a good race. So let's see what happens. Brooker Quigg in P9. So welcome back, Brooker. Audi's going to be probably pretty rapid in the race, I would assume. Trey Morgan in P10, so top 10 for Trey. Well done. Nico Suave in P11, GB3 in P12, Kevin Nichols in P13, Jack Krause, very shocking qualifying from him. We saw him go off at Cheetah 2 times in one qualifying session, the second time being the worst of the 2. But Selena Boonster in P15. We got Josh Damiani in P16, Martin Smith P17, Ian Byron in P18. Now here come all the 296 drivers. Rusco Bat, Wilder Vargas, Gino, Ryan Garrity, and Steve Foster from 18 to 23rd, all 296 drivers. Nick Sand in P24. Hopefully he has a luckier race, avoiding incidents this time around. Philip Mueller in P25, Riley Greer in P26, Travis Tatro in P27, Dylan Bonsall in P28, Pablo Ferrer in P29, Sean Curcio in P30, Jacob Boosterski in P31, John Carba in P32, Sean Leach in 33rd, Juan Caro in P34, and we have Matt Artem starting from the pits in P35 and P last. But Ian Krieger is going to be leading these drivers from the start. How are we predicting how turn 1's going to go? Do you think Bailey's going to have one of those token monster launches? What are we thinking?
It's a long run down into turn, I guess, technically 2. Where's Bailey?
Oh yeah, turn 2.
Bailey is blinking a little bit, but yeah, I think Bailey's gonna have a monster start. I mean, he could have, he could get it, into I guess technically turn the first braking zone, but yeah, it should be interesting to see the Mustangs, especially with the power restrictor, not necessarily the best on starts. But in that, Porsche's definitely known to be very good, but we shall see.
I mean, the Mustang's not bad either, but it's going to be a tale or a battle of the Titans here, a clash of the Titans between the Porsche, the gold Porsche, and the pink pony Mustang. Side by side for what seems to be the millionth time this season. Bailey's a little bit ahead at the start, which is a little bit odd, but Bailey, oh my god, he's already got him. Ian Krieger slightly choked on the start, and Cody Platt is right behind him. Is he going to challenge him into turn 2? But Bailey is clear and away. Ian Krieger messing up a little bit. Brooker Quigg sending it up the inside. Huge send from Brooker Quigg. Very, very clean, I must say. And Ian Krieger and Kyle Barber are through into P2 and 3. Doug Mitchell side by side with Dick Zipperburn Jr. on the inside of Barbecue. A little bit of contact between Brooker Quigg and Mason Moffitt there, but side by side with Jason Allen and Cody Platt. Jason Allen with a very good start there. Mason Moffitt, and there's a calamity behind. Looks like Rusco Bat was one of the cars affected. Barbecue once again cooking a few of the drivers. Looked like a little bit of a hop of the curb for Selena Boonstra there, and that's what happens when we overcook the sausages.
Yeah, Barbecue, absolutely. But the insane start there from Bailey with, I mean, it looked like the whole left side of the grid was like positioned back, basically. Because Cody Platt, basically had Kyle, and then Kyle ended up getting that back through the whole Barbecue complex, and Cody Platt has lost a position to Jason Allen, so Jason Allen up into P4. So monster start there for yeah, something there happened with
we just caught it in the pip.
Dude, that's a big one.
That's a big one. Yeah.
The hairpin once again collecting more and more victims. Kyalami gives and Kyalami takes. Mason Moffitt and Dixon Burner Jr. trading places. Doug Mitchell pushes his way through. There's a huge accident at the hairpin on lap 1. Dixon Burner Jr. with a phenomenal start, but ending in a little bit of misery as the Porsche driver is now being chased down, hunted down by Josh Damiani, Gordon Beverly III, and Ian Byron right on his tail. Look at the pack of cars just hunting down the prey that is Dixon Burner Jr. right now. Ian Byron going a little bit deep, nearly hitting Gordon Beverly III there at the rear of turn 2. A lot of drivers into the pits trying to repair damage. We got Garrity, we got Carbaugh, Curcio all in the pits. Philip Mueller also in the pits, one of the drivers involved in that lap 1 incident. But Kyalami gives and Kyalami takes.
Yeah, absolutely. And a very notable one is Kevin Nichols, who was caught out on that last turn. He is the second place in silver. So with his rival in P5, that is a huge blow to that championship. Oh, three wide. Careful, guys. Yeah, that is. You do not want to go 3 wide into the S's, that's for sure.
Yeah, I say why not? Why not? You know, I think it's good fun. But Gino, look at that monster run on Travis Tacho. It's going to be on the outside for the hairpin. And the outside, if you can carry the speed around, it is the better line. He's going to have all that downhill straight line speed. The 296 is going to try to tuck in right behind Travis Tacho as he cuts across the nose of Mike Gino, the Miley Cyrus on top of that Hannah Montana car. You know, trying to get past Travis Tacho, but not this time around, as right behind him is Juan Caro, keen on getting a pass on these cars right up ahead of him.
Yeah, so I mean, lap 1 there, I think we had 3 significant incidents. One in barbecue involving about 3 cars. One after the hairpin coming down the hill seemed to be the biggest one. I think we had at least 5 cars involved there. And then in the last corner, we also had another big pileup of at least 3 cars.
Cheetah victim number 4 million, Sean Leach in the Duo 296. Sorry, Sean.
He has just had a disaster of a race so far, unfortunately. Ricker Quigg all over the back of Cody Platt here. Oh, a couple gaps, notable gaps already with, Cody Platt, Jason kind of in the middle of nowhere. And, I mean, that definitely decent gaps for the first 2. And there hasn't been any big, or I should really knock on wood so I'm not cursing anybody. There hasn't been any big things, with mainly the top 10. We had Mason Moffitt lose out on a couple positions and Trey Morgan gain a couple positions, but mostly clean in the top of the field. It's been the bottom half of the field that's been a little bit different of the story.
Listen, we got 3 stewards in this booth right here. Maybe we could do a bit of live stewarding. What do we think, boys?
Drive through for Bailey Kish.
Oh, there we go.
Clearly got the
listen,
jump start off
it.
the start. I mean, it's a clear penalty.
Dan's got the evidence. Oh no!
Whoa,
Huge hip check there from Nick Sand as Travis Tacho trying to go up the inside. I don't know what happened there really. Looked like Nick Sand was a little bit wide at Crocodile, and Travis Tacho paid the price.
Yeah, I feel like he wasn't that wide. I mean, the track limits extend so far out there, and I'm pretty sure he was, well within that, but and these cars are tight, and Jack Krause is probably not feeling particularly patient.
Oh, so close there. Oh my God.
So close. Well, and also he didn't have, he definitely wasn't able to match his practice pace in qualifying. So that means he might be, feeling like he's got a lot of pace over these drivers around. Not that, Zipperburn Jr., he had a pretty good qualifying. If you remember, he qualified, was it 6th? So, yeah, he's definitely got some decent pace in him, but I wonder if we're going to see an early pit from Jack Krause.
Oh, big fight there. Looks like in the pit from between Brooker Quigg. Let's hop on board here. Dan Crennan caught it in the moment. Yellow flag. That's going to be Nico Suave RTG number 11. Brooker Quigg past Cody Platt going down the hill into Crocodile. This is going to be +1 position for Brooker Quigg and +1 happiness score for Donovan Colton, I imagine.
Yeah.
Let's go, Brooker.
But yeah, one thing to note is Cody Platt and Trey Morgan, their positions have really closed together, you know, for the silver drivers there. Trey Morgan, you know, I mean, he had a really strong race at Indy. Otherwise, he has had, you know, some kind of unfortunate races throughout the season. But right now, he's looking pretty strong. He's looking pretty. I mean, the Nissan's pretty fun here. It's in my opinion at least. So yeah, he could be just really feeling it.
So with that move from Brooker Quigg, now he's got to chase down the gap to Jason Allen, which is 4.1 seconds. So after only 8 minutes of racing, the gap between P4 and P5 is already so high. We got side by side here. It looks like Doug Mitchell is trying to make a move on Trey Morgan. The racing between these two is not going stale. Jack Krause is also side by side in the corner before with GB3. Jack Krause stays ahead of the other 296 driver. Jack Krause has got to be thinking with some strategy calls here. He's not. This fighting with other cars is not doing him any good, and Bailey Kish is just going to run away with this race at this point in time. Right now, holding the fastest lap with a 41.435. Ian Krieger and Kyle Barber not too far behind though, so the Mustangs are trying to keep him honest. But Bailey Kish having the superior race pace at this point in time.
We know Jack was in the middle of the pack to start, and I mean, I don't know how he fared with all the incidents that happened on lap 1. I don't know if he's got damage. He lost a couple positions, and given the amount of incidents out there, that could have meant he was either having to take some serious avoiding action, or he did get caught up in at least a little bit of it.
Yeah, it looks like
he's in the pit. He's pitting.
There we go.
Yeah, 51 minutes.
So that's going to be a pretty risky strategy call from Jack Krause, but you know what? I like it. And he had a pretty risky call last week too, and it almost paid off with a massive undercut. Bailey Kish was so close to taking the lead away from him, but the tires just fell away at the worst time possible. But I think this is as perfect of any time to do the undercut. Just got to run your own race at this point for Jack Krause.
Yeah, we were talking, you know, the tire deg is not terrible around this track, and you definitely can do early pit stops. Like I said, we saw quite a few of them in D1, so it could definitely pay off. You know, be able to get a lot of, you know, a number of positions, especially if you have, you know, a lot of pace on the drivers ahead. Like he was at least seeming, he might have felt like he just had a lot of pace on him. So yeah, I guess we will see
where he can salvage it up to.
Nick Sand on the outside of Pablo Ferrer here. Is he going to try the over-under? Looks like it. Nick Sand sneaking up the inside, barely almost taps him, but he's going to have a nice run. The side draft from the McLaren on the 296 is going to have the inside line for Crocodile, which is going to turn that to the outside. But the outside, you can carry so much speed. Let's see where the drivers end up. The camera panning over very late, and Pablo Ferrer goes flying over the curb.
Have been contact, guys. Oh,
yeah, we gotta check it out.
Okay.
We gotta check it out.
Grab a different camera angle, yeah.
Oh, Helicam. Looks like he tried to go open up the corner a little bit. Oh, Pablo Ferrer into the walls. Luckily, it's not LMU. Otherwise, his wing would have been completely off.
Yeah. That was brutal.
Looked like Nick was trying to turn in a little early, and Pablo was still trying to open it up. Bang, bang.
Oh, Cody Platt. Bit of a misshift there. It's going to invite Mason Moffitt passing Travis Thatcher as a blue flag. Cody Platt going defensive into sunset here, but Mason Moffitt keeping a very keen eye on the rear bumper of the BMW, the Chungus, if you will, the M4 GT3 of Cody Platt. We got Trey Morgan right behind him, trying to pick up any scraps that are left over from this squabble. But Brooker Quigg, all this time, is putting a gap on Cody Platt.
Cody Platt is full train conductor already. I think we saw that early. Brooker was able to slip through, and he is cleared out quickly. But just looking at the gaggle and the fighting behind Cody Platt, this is gonna get real chaotic real fast.
I think sooner
I
or
do
later,
not
some of
want
these
it.
drivers may even come into contact, but ideally not. I think the things that are going to happen are maybe
Trey.
moves like this from Trey Morgan up the inside, maybe showing a little bit of bullying there to Mason Moffat, but he's going to keep a little bit of overlap on the Cheetah. Boys and girls, this is what we're here for. Trey Morgan almost trying to send it up the inside of Mason Moffat. That's going to lose time to Douglas Mitchell. Doug is on the inside, keeping the overlap. Very, very handy there. Going to be side by side Trey Morgan. I'm on the wrong car though. Side by side here, the Godzilla and the Porsche both have excellent exit speeds from the corner, but Trey Morgan's Godzilla just having that grunt as he goes up the gears. Doug stood no chance on exit there against the Nissan GTR.
You have to be careful with Cheetah on, you know, going off your line. You have to be careful because that could just completely open you up to the cars behind. I was going to point out with sending it into barbecue. There's Doug. He's going to have a bad run into Sunset. But yeah, like I was saying, if you defend into turns like Sunset, that like Cody Platt did last lap, that'll, you know, really close you to the cars behind. So you need to be careful. You need to be thinking about all that sort of stuff when you're attacking the cars up front, you know, what it's going to do for the cars behind.
I will say, guys, if this kind of battling keeps up behind Cody Platt and he keeps them all bottled up, the undercut from Jack Krause could get all the way up to 5th if his pace is really, really on form, or 6th place if he gets really on form with his lap times right now.
I'm hoping for it. I'm over here sitting fingers crossed and toes crossed. I want a championship battle all the way to the last round.
Yeah, that's a good point. And his last lap was where am I?
41.9.
His lap 41.9 versus Cody Platt's last lap was a 43.3. So I mean, he's definitely on pace. You know,
he's gonna need a bit more than that, I think, though.
He's going to need more than that for sure, but I mean, it all depends when these cars pit. I mean, they are seeming like they're, you know, not, I mean, none of them come in so far, so I'm assuming once one of these cars pit, you know, it's going to send basically everybody in. But yeah, it's definitely interesting though. I'm curious what this undercut will do for Jack Krause.
If I was race engineer for Doug, I'd be telling him box right now. Just rip it, you know, force the issue. Hopefully, you know, at least one or two of these guys stay out an extra lap or two and you get the move done. Because he is all over and he's obviously feeling anxious to get up the grid here.
I mean,
do you have a direct line to Doug or something? And
I did not.
I'm sure one of us can hop in right now. Just tell him, hey, you gotta go inside the pits right now. Matt Arden making a move on Selena Booster. Let's catch that. Oh, it looks like Selena just went a little bit wide of barbecue, and it's gonna keep him side by side for the remainder of the straight. But Matt Arden had the clean run, had the racing line, and was able to make easy work of the Porsche driver.
I mean, we know Selena's dealing with damage from that lap 1 incident at barbecue, so I'm sure that Porsche is just a massive handful for her tonight.
Oh, a little bit of a nervous moment there for Trey Morgan. It's gonna bring Doug ever closer through Cheetah, and Steve Foster is a little bit of the side. Looks like even Martin Smith behind. It's gonna invite the blue flag of Travis Tosher to maybe get past him a little bit, but Josh Damiani goes into the pits, so another one of our drivers kind of in this train but not too close goes into the pits. Maybe the undercut will work for him. Who knows? But right now, it's going to be a pack of cars still. Cody Platt leading the train with Mason Moffat, Trey Morgan, and Doug Mitchell falling close behind. Who is going to blink first, boys and girls? We don't know.
I think a big test will be where Krause comes out compared to Damiani on how effective this undercut is actually going to be for him.
Jack is not going too fast though. Oh, look at this. We got some maybe side by side going into Sunset. Trey Morgan on the inside, Doug Mitchell on the outside. Maybe getting a little bit of an over-under. Doug Mitchell pushing the Nissan through the corner, but Trey's taking a very, very smooth defensive line. Very nice approach here, but it's going to invite Doug Mitchell a little bit of overlap. He's got to leave the space for the Porsche. A little bit of rubbing as they go through the S's. The Nissan's still on the inside. Doug Mitchell around the outside, getting the run, the back-to-back himself. Watch out for Diego in the chat as his homeboy is fighting for position. Up to P8. These guys are still side by side, and the inside turns into a better run. But the Godzilla is keen to roar itself on the inside. And look at the speed difference between the Nissan and the Porsche. He's going to have the inside Doug Mitchell, but Trey Morgan, can he stick it around the outside? Looks like he might be able to. It's going to still be side by side. Doug Mitchell holding steady, but he's not going to give any room to the Nissan. He's going to bully his way past into Cheetah. Phenomenal racing from those two. Doug Mitchell! Here's the price into. Oh, he narrowly avoids Trey Morgan. Oh my goodness.
What a battle there. That was insane. Yeah, and it looked like Doug's was slightly self-inflicted just over the curb at the outside of Cheetah there, but insane battling between those two, and Trey Morgan ultimately coming out on top. Notably, Martin Smith and Ian Byron going into the pits as well. They see all that craziness ahead, and we're like, you know what?
Oh my goodness, guys.
How he kept it out of the wall, I will never know. That is some...
No, he hit the wall, but he kept it out of Trey.
Yeah, that is some superhuman reflexes from Douglas Mitchell there. That was incredible.
They got very close on their rebounds. Ooh.
Well done to Trey, though. He did not fluster himself at all.
Amazing. Yeah, Trey did very well with that battling, and yeah, very, very, yeah, strong and yeah, impressive stuff from them. Ooh, Steve Foster, what happened there? I think over the curves and the S's.
Whoa! I was just about to check on Jack Krause to see where he's been coming out, but oh yeah, like I said, those bumps give and take.
Yeah, you could monster over that in the Ford. I was definitely having a good time with that, but the Ferrari does not seem to like it as well.
Jack Krause still, he was improving a little bit, so his last lap 41.4, that's pretty much matching Bailey. Ian Krieger 41.5, Kyle Barber 41.7. So Jack Krause is getting his tires up into a nicer temperature. So we're seeing, oh, look at that. We talked about undercuts, but look, it's the train conductor himself. Cody Platt goes into the pits first. Arguably didn't need to. It's going to release Mason Moffitt, Trey Morgan, Zebrin Jr., and Douglas Mitchell, all who looked like who had supreme pace over Cody Platt, up into the wild to get some nice lap times.
I kind of like the timing, though. He's getting, it's ahead of the curve, but man, it's going to put a tough decision for Mason Moffitt. It's a really tough decision if you can nail the overcut or not here.
Well, let's see where Jack Krause ends up close to Cody, because Cody was a train conductor. Where's Jack Krause going to be?
Oh, Nick Sands,
sniffing that forward. You could see in the picture there on the bottom right. A lot of tight racing going on here. Cody Platt is moving, ladies and gentlemen, but Jack Krause does have the straight line advantage at the moment and the tire advantage, but Cody Platt is going to appear ahead of the Ferrari driver at the moment, but it's not over yet.
Yeah, he's it's not but it's not by much. He's going to be there by the end of the lap. Oh, he's going to be there by the end of sector 1.
Now, Cody going a little bit wide, misjudging the braking zone for turn 1 out of the pits. Gotta say, practicing the pit exit is not something I normally do, but for this track specifically, where the line does end pretty far down the straight, you kind of have to know when to brake after moving over to the right side. And Cody was not able to get it right. Does lose a little bit of time. Jack Krause, now it's only a 4/10 gap, so everyone looking right now. Mason Moffitt, is he going to go into the pits? No. So Jack Krause possibly getting the nice end of the stick here, not the short end of the stick. I don't know what the opposite saying for that would be, but the long end of the stick, maybe.
I will add, guys, I mean, the initial lap after pitting, when your tires are cold here, it is not easy. It is hard to defend. This is definitely, I think Jack could really put a run on him right here if he nails this exit.
And he needs this for his championship. He absolutely needs this position.
If he's brave on the brakes and is willing to try and make it too wide here, I think he might be able to get the run on the exit.
He needs this. Jack Krause
brave on the brakes.
On the outside, gonna pull up a nice little switchback, but I don't think it's gonna do anything as the BMW just has enough exit speed approaching Cheetah, but it's gonna set him a little bit wide, not quick enough there for Jack Krause. So the BMW gonna survive for at least one lap on his outlap. Cody Platt stays ahead of Jack Krause. drive-through for Selena Boonstra, so that's going to be our first track limit induced.
I don't know if that's track
drive.
limits or it could be pits. If you're within 10 kilometers over the pit speed, it could be. Oh, Nick Sand with a stop-go 30. That's more than 10 kilometers.
Oh, that's going to hurt.
For beating in the pit.
Yeah.
Come on, Jack, you can do it.
So close.
He needs this. He really needs this because all that time that Cody was holding up everyone behind. Look at this. Martin Smith and GB3 are right behind them on track. So Cody Platt's going to conduct a little bit more of the train. Right now, it's only a one-cart train with Jack Krause right behind him. So the conductor car is still in full motion at the moment, but Cody Platt still holding station ahead of the train at the moment.
Yeah, at this point, I think tires relatively up the temp. It's going to be a lot harder to get this move done now, I think, for Jack. It's going to take a mistake from Cody, most likely. And we'll see where the rest of the pack that was behind Cody kind of filters out. But either way, you got to call it a success on the undercut. Clearly into the top 10 now is Jack Krause. But we'll see how far up the grid he can get by the end.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, watch yourself.
I had to do it. It's been too long. You know, I had to do it.
I've been trying my best. I'm like, I gotta say something different.
Gotta be unique, man.
Bailey Kish, best lap is a 1:41.06 on this first stint. That is rapid for D2. Spoken.
He's been absolutely
3
flying.
seconds ahead of Ian Krieger. The Mustangs in their familiar territory of P2, P3, but hey, P2, P3, their competitors are P1 and P9. So, I mean, P2, P3 is pretty good.
And that's Doug. Not pit yet, right? So, effectively, yeah, I think Doug's going to be a little bit further back because of that incident, I believe.
For sure. Yeah. Well, and because Cody Platt and Jack Krause and Martin Smith.
And I think even GB3, right?
Yeah.
Round. It's gonna, at least in that realm. It's close. I'm not sure how they're going to shake out.
We shall see.
Another front runner comes in, Bricker Kroig.
Okay.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Let's see how those Audi tires are going to be at the end of the race. But right now we have another train. A lot of trains this evening. Not many at the front, but here we have Dylan Bonso leading a train of about 5 cars. Matt Artem going to the pits. So Matt Artem from a pit start, it seemed, in a pretty good spot. Trey Morgan into the pits, so that's going to be one to watch out for. I want to see where he comes out relative to Jack Krause and Cody Platt. A couple of the drivers in that Gagolo cars right now, one of them being Douglas Mitchell, did set a personal best after he got out of that train. So, yeah, it might be closer than we think.
Yeah, I'm guessing Doug didn't get a ton of damage from that wall hit. He definitely hit the wall, but I have a feeling it's probably in that 10-second realm where you can make do. Also note that Bailey is kind of coming up to some blue flags. I don't know if it's quite going to impact it. Oh, Brooker!
Oh, Trey's ahead! Look, Trey's ahead! Oh, Brooker with the stop-go 30.
Yeah,
Wow, what an overcut.
There you go.
Yeah.
I wonder if Cody missed his pit.
Well, we can check what the pit times were. So between Cody and Trey, absolutely no difference.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's the same. That was all overcut.
That is huge. Wow, Trey's on for a great result if he can nail this.
I mean, this is on pace for the silver win right now because Cody Platt was leading silver right now, and Trey is back ahead of Cody Platt.
An overcut to the lead of silver. That's impressive, man.
Ian Krieger into the pits, so one of our top 3 have elected to stop for fresh tires. I bet those are going to feel good on the Ford.
Doug is in as well.
Yeah, he's probably seeing all the drivers already pitting. Oh, look at this. 2 cars in at the same time. Mike Gino nearly pushing Dylan Bonsall across the line there as they go into the pits.
We're going to go into the pits as well and then elected not to and saw the cars ahead going into the pits.
Good battle.
Vargas all over the back of him coming into turn 1, or at least the braking, first braking.
Over under maybe? Nope. Riskabat places the car just perfectly. After his lap 1 shenanigans, pretty solid to be still fighting in this race. It's always nice to see the drivers persevering. Right behind them, of course, is Selena Boonstra on track. Lapped car, I believe. Yep. Unfortunate for Selena. She's had some bad luck.
Where's Doug gonna sort out here?
It's not been her season.
Oh, behind Cody. Not what he wanted to see.
Wait, did Jack get through Cody?
Oh, he did?
We
There you go,
missed it,
Jack.
Yeah, race control's going crazy with all the pits up, arrow down.
Yeah, tell me
arrows.
about it. I hate looking at it. It's just so bad.
Yeah.
But that's huge for Jack. That is huge for Jack's race. And now Doug is back out, and he's going to have to try and... He's got the fresh tires on Cody, though. You got to think he's going to be looking for that move early. As soon as those tires are up to temperature.
Oh, yeah. I think Mason Moffat's probably going to be thinking about pitting soon, and he does so immediately as I say that.
Yeah, he hung out there pretty long, to be honest.
Oh, did he hit the... Oh! Better turn that damage off, Mason.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, if he didn't turn his damage off already, he's got to quickly thumb through that.
The Bailey Kitchen, the bits, Kyle Barber, Mason Moffat, Superman Jr., Steve Foster as well, Jason Allen, P1, red flag the race right now. Give me those pick these points. Oh, yeah. But
a lot of pit lane penalties so far, guys. What,
I'm
3 or 4
kind of
now
nervous.
I know.
Is Bailey gonna... Was his pit entry safe? I want to see. I'm waiting for it.
I'd be
was.
shocked if he ever pushed it.
I would be too.
So where's Ian coming out?
Ian's
coming.
Be...
I don't think he's gonna get there though.
Not quite enough. No, there's a car between them as well, but he's gonna be ahead of his teammate though. Kyle Barber right behind him coming out of the pits.
I mean, it's not much more than it was before they went into the pits, but it's definitely...
Got Doug on the main straight here.
Trey Morgan passes Mason Moffat, so there was a big gap. I don't think Mason unchecked the damage because Mason was stopped for 4 more seconds. There's all that damage right there.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, Mason could have been...
P1.
And Jack Cross right on the back of Mason Moffat with Mason coming out of the pits. And...
Multiple battle.
Yeah.
Oh, a little bit of a moment for Mason Moffat. Jack Cross gets passed.
Yep. Another big one for Jack Krause. Jack Krause into the top 10. That's pretty big.
Just behind them guys, they are still scrapping. This is
big side by side there. Oh, cars going off track. Josh Damiani through goes Hamilton for Josh Damiani there. Makes a 3-car overtake look like a piece of cake. Josh Damiani is side by side there behind with Ian Byron and Martin Smith. Phenomenal racing. Kyalami never fails to disappoint.
Oh, this battle could go on to the rest of the race, guys.
I
think we're going to be in for a 30-minute scrap for the top 10.
It ain't over till it's over.
I have no idea what that's like.
Jason Allen into the pits. I don't think he's going to have anyone to really worry about because he was well ahead of Brooker. But has not served to stop go 30, so I imagine he's going to be coming into the pits now to serve it. And it's going to be...
This is his last lap. Yeah.
There's an Allen coming out of the pits with nothing to worry about behind him. However, he is going to try to chase down the Mustangs ahead of him.
I'm really surprised to see as many penalties as there has been for the pit lane. Gotta practice your pit stops, guys.
It's an easy one. I got 2 stop good 30s in the practice race. Can happen.
Hey, that's when you got to make those mistakes, Dan, because the points don't matter there.
We got Queso in the Twitch chat saying Cody has a yellow engine warning since lap 2.
Oh, that's like the most Argent thing I've ever heard.
I know, yeah.
Argent's a master of holding position.
I saw yellows briefly.
Argent and Justin McKechnie. Justin McKechnie, I always...
Let me go back and see if we can...
Whoa! Jason, no! Jacob Boostowski completely losing it on the braking into barbecue there. Coming across the track on a blind
We're
turn
fine.
there.
We're fine. And maybe the check engine light is on. Maybe Donovan would know a thing or two about that.
Oh, what are you calling out? My truck's check engine light is like moving on.
I mean, you got a few cars. It was a high probability that maybe one of them had a problem.
I mean, most of them are too old for check engine lights, but yeah.
instead of a light, you have a smell, and then momentarily just so spontaneously blows up.
Yeah. You hear some.
Oh, there's a check engine light again. Boom.
Check engine light. It's a weird glow underneath the hood.
Oh, very interesting. Mason Moffat, now the train conductor for this train. A little bit flustered, I imagine, from the damage that he sustained from that little pit entry fiasco that he had. But Cody Platt with the straight line speed, the check engine light, not really meaning anything to him. He's going to try to go out around the outside of Mason Moffat. It's going to invite Douglas Mitchell maybe to have a little sniff up the inside, possibly up the turns. Oh, maybe a little bit of a more of a sniff around the outside, trying to pull the over under, but Cody Platt remaining steadfast in his defense, but he's going to have a little bit of overlap as we head into sunset. The outside line, Doug tried it around the outside of Trey, but it wasn't enough to get past.
Move again?
I don't think so.
Hook it up. Yeah.
I mean, he'd have to be diabolical on the brakes to do anything about that. But yeah, there's no grip there on the outside of Sunset. He's gonna be
not again, Doug.
Over the curb, he monsters over the curb in the Porsche.
I have to hold the outside.
Oh, look who's right behind them too. Dixon Burn Jr. making this 3-car battle. Douglas Mitchell trying to send it on the brace, which he does. Gets past Cody Platt. So Douglas making some very phenomenal moves this race. Very level-headed racer, Doug is, honestly. I mean, he does like to, throw the occasional, swear word here and there, but, we're all high-octane racers. We got adrenaline coursing through our veins. It happens, but Douglas Mitchell getting the move done when it counts on Cody Platt.
Point out one thing, Boils. P1 and P2.
Oh my God, they're sharing the fastest lap.
Yeah.
Wait, Kyle got around Ian?
Yeah, I think they might have swapped around a little bit, but we got more side by side. As Junior's looking at Cody, the Porsche on the brakes could always be a threat.
Yeah, looking at this battle, but I want to make a note of Kyle Barber getting past Ian Krieger, I believe. Oh no!
Josh Damiani tagging Zipperburn Jr. there.
Let's watch that one more time. Go on to Josh Damiani's perspective here. A little bit late on the brakes. Didn't expect Zipperburn Jr. to cut across. Maybe going a little bit too slow for Damiani's liking. But taps him on the rear quarter panel and just drives off.
Yeah, I just didn't expect the over-under attempt with how congested everybody was.
Very unfortunate for Zip Jr. I was having a hell of a race as well, fighting with Douglas Mitchell and Cody Platt there at the hairpin. And it's all the way down to P14.
Pretty rough lap 1 and 2.
Yeah.
For Zip Jr. there, he had a really good recovery. So yeah, that's a big bummer to see. He's not out of it, but yeah, definitely a bummer.
A lot of race time to go for sure, but I wanted to make a note of this. Kyle Barber getting past Ian Krieger. This has some championship implications because Kyle Barber is sitting in P3, and I guess the drivers wanted to maximize their chances for both championships as much as possible, which in this case is what they're doing.
I'd be willing to bet that was team orders. I mean, we'll find out, but they have not been a stranger to helping each other out throughout this season. They've been swapping positions when it makes sense to most. So I would not be surprised if they, definitely, decided on that swap.
Some mighty fine teamwork there. I do want to talk about, because I just saw Matt Artem in 16th. I want to talk about the biggest movers this race. Matt Artem up 19 spots from his pit start. So there you go. Keep your nose clean. That's what's going to happen. You're going to get up a lot of spots up the grid, especially with an incident-ridden race on lap 1 as we had tonight. We have right behind him, Dylan Bonsall up 11 spots. Juan Caro up 16 spots. But one of the biggest losers, of course, those drivers with those stop-goes 30s, the Brooker Quiggs of the world, the Selena Boonster with the drive-through. Not what you want to see, but, someone's got to do it.
Oh, no, somebody doesn't have to do it.
Hey, Ian Krieger passed Kyle Barber again. What's going on here? Huh.
So maybe my
bit of a DRS swap train going on here.
I have no idea. Yeah,
see if one guy has the pace in the clear air, and if it didn't feel like it, swap it back, and maybe at the end of the race they'll consider maximizing if they have the opportunity to.
Maybe. I mean, they've got to worry a little bit, I guess, about Jason behind because at least these two drivers, they've obviously got the pace. I mean, one of them is holding a joint fastest lap with Bailey Kish, who's been in a class of his own. 8.8 seconds in the lead right now, ahead of Ian Krieger in P2. But Jason Allen just setting a personal best of a 41.372, so those tires coming alive. And Kyle Barber looks like had a mistake last lap. His last lap was a 42.70. So maybe Jason Allen's got something to say about these podium positions up ahead of him.
I'm surprised Bailey hasn't, he still hasn't matched his fastest lap in the first stint.
Very true.
The fastest lap, that 41.060, was set in the first stint, which is kind of crazy that that's still holding as the fastest lap.
Will somebody crack the 40s on race pace?
I sure hope not, because that would mean that some misplaced drivers.
I mean,
you know. Oh, speaking of the devil.
Oh yeah, Bailey. Oh, right. Didn't see you there.
I wonder why race control did that. That's a little bit weird.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Odd.
Must be a bug.
Yeah, must be a bug. Oh, Zipburn Jr. fighting with Steve Foster here. Yes, so Zip Jr. maybe, around the outside, a little bit of rubbing there. Is going to hold the inside again. Look at this. A Porsche has been involved in every side-by-side through this sequence of corners, and it usually has been the outside, which turns into the inside. But now Zip Jr. around the outside, later on the brakes, carrying the speed around the outside.
Beautiful.
On Steve Foster, super confident in the brakes, in the car. Zipburn Jr. keen to keep that spot. The Pepto-Bismol Porsche holding station in P14, trying to keep on to as many points as possible.
OBDA.
And Matt Arden right behind them. Oof.
Yeah.
Golly gee.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Oh, we have our 40s. Look at that. Ian Krieger, 40.862. Mega rapid lap from him.
Yellow flag?
Uh-oh. Looks like just a pit.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks like just a pit. But Zipperburn Jr. now has got his own train to worry about.
Nah, he's gonna be pulling away from this. He's got, I mean, he's had, really good pace, and obviously he did not choose to be down in these positions, by anything, other than that contact in turn 2. But yeah.
Totally off topic, but I can't believe it. We just got our first D5 ticket of the week. Love it.
Just in time.
Just in time as well, that's right.
Beating the deadline.
Oh man, I was starting to get worried. We got a bunch of, nice guys in D5, not fighting for position, not hitting each other. I was gonna say, it's
To be fair, they have 16 drivers on track this week, so
yeah, it's a bit hard
a little bit more spread out.
Yeah.
But I was expecting this kind of top 10 battle with Cody Platt to kind of rage on per se, but everyone's kind of made little safe gaps for each other for now. I wouldn't be surprised if this all shrinks up with one big battle though before the end.
Nice move there from Honkaro up the inside of Dylan Bonsall on the hairpin. It's one overtaking zone for sure. If you're definitely more confident on the brakes, I'd say that's probably one of the more premier spots to try to go for a move. Obviously up the inside can really catch some drivers out if they're not careful on the sends, because the outside has absolutely no grip.
No, it doesn't. No.
Was it Virginia to the pits? What's going on here?
Oh no.
Oh, something's wrong.
What?
He just pulled into the pits and RTG'd. So something... Oh, he's gone.
And he's out. What happened?
Oh man.
I'm assuming that's some extenuating circumstance for sure. So that's definitely sorry to see him go, but I hope everything is okay, whether it's a mechanical problem or even something else. So
yeah.
OBDA will live on forever. Fear not.
Yeah, absolutely.
Gotta get in our ad.
Ian Byron here.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Wow, look at that. Must have been a glitch.
OBDA, an old teammate of mine when I was in B2.
Yeah, trying to chase down Martin Smith for P11.
Yeah.
He's going to go for a move here. We talked about that move being very nice up the inside from Hong Car earlier. Martin Smith misses a little bit, not able to get the power down as there is a car still ahead of him. So very, very strong mental here for Ian Byron, trying to stay close to the Mercedes. Maybe have a nice run heading to Crocodiles. It's not going to be enough. The Mercedes just has enough tug down the hill. And the 296 not strong enough to challenge on the straight line speed department of the Mercedes. Oh my god, I cursed him.
Yeah. Oh, when he hits the back into the wall.
He's already got front end damage. Now he's balanced out.
Yeah, so theoretically it should be fine now, right?
That's how it works, right?
I'd much rather just have front end damage than front end and rear end.
Well, Bailey with a 40.880, so he's teetering on that purple lap. He wants to get as many points as possible, so maybe he's starting to push right about now. That gap creeping up to 10 seconds almost. It's now 9 seconds. Ian Krieger having a little bit of a slower lap last time around, but not making any inroads, of course, on the P1 driver.
Further back, I've had my eye on this battle. Wilder Vargas and Riley Greer have been nose to tail for the last like 3 laps. Been a good tussle. But Vargas has not found his way through just yet. That's for P23.
Yeah, I'm seeing that on the Deltas. Looks like one other point I want to make. We obviously saw a couple of drive-thrus earlier, namely from Selena Boonstra. We don't know if that was track limits until, of course, after the race results are posted. However, I have seen a couple of red lap times appear. Bailey Kish takes the fastest lap with the 40.81. Wilder Vargas up the inside of Riley Greer, but the outside just has a lot more room to accelerate on. Riley Greer is going to stay in P23 ahead of Wilder Vargas, the gold driver, challenging the silver driver here for another points paying position. But yeah, talking about the track limits, I'm curious to see where everyone is standing, because I saw a couple of red lap times from here and there from a couple of people, ranging from the top to the bottom of the leaderboards.
Like I said, I mean, I don't know about how it is for you guys, but I don't even know in all my races here if I've had like any like time to gain, warnings. I feel like every time I go off track here, it's a no time gained.
Are you
You're going too slow, Donovan. Yeah, you're not.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
know.
Come on, buddy.
You ain't,
It's so easy.
trying, man. Come on, bro.
It's very easy to get a time penalty, I think, on the last corner, especially. Last corner and probably the S's.
Yeah, the S's.
For me.
Oh, the S's.
But it's hard to get a time penalty in the S's. Exit of Sunset, I got one when I was in the grass. Even if I was losing time, it just immediately gave me a penalty. So that's probably one. But I'd say the last corner is probably the most common.
I guess I'm not going off at Sunset too much, but
Because you're not going fast enough, Donovan. You're just slow.
yeah, I mean, yesterday, we don't have to talk about yesterday, but
Hey, you hit your ex-teammate, dude. What the heck is that about?
I have to talk in the past. Hey, it's OBDA, just OBDA things,
Yeah, Donovan
I'd say
killed
doing
our
100
fellow
damage, but-
commentator earlier this season, Amos Mova, in the race. It
know,
was a very
yeah.
brutal
That's why he's
death.
not here.
Yeah, he
That's
killed
why
him. Like, I don't want to be in a booth with this guy anymore. He killed me in the race. What the heck, dude?
No, it's not that he left us, so I just had to.
Yeah, he preemptively knew that you would hit him in 4 rounds later. Looking at this battle we had in the pit, we're going to put on the main screen now. Fong Caro really pumping into lap times behind Matt Artem. Personal best of the 41.4 last lap. Matt Artem last lap was a 42.0, so he's really trying to get past that Audi of Matt Artem. He's pushing him through each section of the track. That Mercedes is looking pretty dang rapid, boys.
Yeah, I think I want to just take a quick run through of where we're at. We got just under 15 minutes now, about 10 laps left. Bailey is sitting pretty comfortably in the lead, I'd say. And then podium positions, the Mustangs, man, they are so consistent this season. It's incredible. Then P4 with Jason Allen. Honestly, he's just kind of driven his own race, I feel like. Just been really clean. I'm sure he's just vibing out to his music playlist and having a good old time. But then huge shout out to Trey Morgan in P5 right now. the comfortable gap over Jack, who, remember, Jack pit at 51 minutes remaining, so it's going to be hard for Jack to make up any ground, I feel like, at this point in the race. And Trey leading silver by 3 positions, with Cody, GB3, and Martin Smith in 9th, 10th, and 11th to round out the silver group.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is really a big race for Trey.
On the outside.
Oh, Mike Gino trying to defend for his life on Risco Bat here. Saw a lot of moves there this race. Not a lot of defensive.
One of the best. Oh man, so close.
Oh, he's gonna send it up the inside. Gino leaves the room, and he's gonna force him a little bit off track, but they're gonna hold overlap.
Boy.
Here we go. Here we go.
Side by side.
No one's giving an inch of space, and we kind of knew that would happen. And right behind him, Kevin Nichols goes off track. So every driver looking at, Kevin Nichols, a little bit of overlap behind there. Gino gets past, but Rusco Bat making a move. That's going to be definitely one to look out for. I imagine Gino, as a steward, probably got his ticket in his mind already. But I don't know. That was some hard racing there.
It didn't look too unreasonable from either of them at first blush. We'll see. That's just a tough corner to go side by side.
It's so difficult. It is so
risky. I mean, it is so risky. Almost always the move is to just, if you're the outside car, unless you have just, the other car just barely has overlap, I would just back out of it because it is just so risky.
Requires some big balls, that's for sure.
It does.
It's almost easy. If you get it right, it's almost better to be on the outside for that one.
The inside car is just almost impossible.
It requires a lot of trust, though.
Car. Yeah.
If you trust the guy on the inside keeps it inside, and you're able to keep your speed up on the outside, you're set up really well for a better run into the last corner and on the inside.
One person for me that comes to mind that I would trust going side by side there with is Gomer Wilson.
Yeah.
We had one side by side at Imola, so.
I was just saying, me and Paulie made it work yesterday, so.
There you go. I know there's
it is definitely possible.
I don't think no, I'm not gonna say that. That's a little messed up. Nope. I'm gonna hold back.
All right. Noted.
I think.
I just caught it in the pit. Vargas and Greer's battle ends in a bit of tragedy.
Or nor. What happened here? Oh, Riley losing the car a little bit. Wilder kind of finishes him off there. Completes the spin. Takis were too spicy. Too fuego.
Yeah.
Those guys were nose to tail for like 20 minutes there.
Yeah, it ended in a very unfortunate manner.
I'm not seeing anybody in this top 10 really starting to close any gaps. Everyone's kind of holding pat. Jack Krause, do you think it's probably starting to struggle a bit? Mason Moffitt only a 2.5 seconds behind, but not able to really close it down just yet. And Doug Mitchell, another 2 seconds back from him. GB3 has fallen off the back of Cody Platt, so Cody is looking pretty comfortable in this P9 at the moment.
Let's see. we got a side-by-side here. Juan Caro trying to get past Matt Artem here. There's a blue flag ahead of them. That's going to be Sean Leach. Matt Artem on the inside. It's going to hold station for another sequence of corners. A little bit of a flash there from Matt Artem trying to tell Sean Leach, please get out of the way. I am racing this guy for position. Sean Leach is going to be nice enough to him, though, to give him a slipstream. It looks like maybe a little bit slow heading into the hairpin, but the slipstream is going to be nice unless he just moves out of the way, in which case it doesn't matter. But there you go. Blue flag rules work into full effect. Love to see it.
Ian Byron catching Damiani for position, which is impressive given we know Ian's been in the wall for sure, and we saw he also had front damage before that. So he's still got the car under him. Maybe that damage did balance the car back out for him.
I don't know about the tire deck though, because those tires are probably a little bit too spicy for a couple of laps after. Maybe they've cooled down a little bit, but yeah, I don't know. Actually, Kyalami is one of those tracks where you do get some pressure loss, so maybe that spiked the pressures a bit. So maybe he's just got better pressures now because of his spin.
I definitely got some rear right, mostly from just skill issue at barbecue, but rear right pressure loss is not. What?
I've been disconnected from race control and the server, it seems. I don't know. Are you guys okay?
Same here.
Uh-oh.
I'm disconnected. Oh no.
Okay, well.
Oh no.
Oh, we lost connection. We have lost connection. D2 is the cursed division.
Oh, no.
Oh my god, did the scheduler move over to Red Bull Ring? It did. What?
It did?
Yeah, it's all Red Bull Ring now. Oh my god.
How did that happen?
Let's see, we had 8 minutes left about on the clock. That takes some screen real fast.
Oh my god.
All
right, well, we got an admin in the booth. We're doing it live. Yeah. We're doing it live.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
That was the last thing I was expecting, to be honest.
That was absolutely the last thing.
That came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
on Red Bull Ring.
let's go for the finishing results. Bailey Kish and P1. I don't know. I feel like D2 is just cursed. This has happened countless times, countless hours.
This is your official report that this was an unfortunate circumstance, but the race results will be as they were. So,
all right. Well, thank you, voice in the sky, Doug Mitchell.
It is unfortunate, but it is a reality of racing. Sometimes the red flag drops.
All right. Well, we didn't see
the check the realistic weather in Kyalami. Is it a?
Looks like there's a black hole appeared in Kyalami.
Wow.
All right. Well.
That being said, excellent racing, and close us out.
All right. Well, appreciate you, Doug. Thank you for the Swifty response.
Well, we can still do some interviews, I suppose.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure.
We gotta do the interviews. Yeah.
All right. Well, the finishing order, I guess. Bailey Kish is your winner. Ian Krieger and Kyle Barber on the podium. Jason Allen in P4. Trey Morgan P5 beating out the indomitable Cody Platt to the silver win. So at least a newer, definitely a returning face. We saw him, of course, win silver at Indianapolis. But hey, honestly, very entertaining race. I'm kind of sad that it was over, but I also think that there would not have been as many changes for position as I would have seen after that. So phenomenal race. I mean, what can we take away from it? Bailey Kish is probably in the hot seat for the championship now. Jack Rouse, pretty strong result considering his qualifying. He finished P6, but he's definitely gonna have a lot of ground to make up for the final round. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's see.
I don't know if we're seeing. I mean, we haven't seen a lot of people go into the chat yet.
Looks like Doug is hanging out with us. Jason is with the D4 commentators. So kind of just waiting for everybody.
Yeah, thankfully it was late enough in the race. I believe everyone had pit according to my displays.
Yes,
so
everybody pit. I don't think there would have
pretty much in order there. There was a few battles, but I think pretty much everyone in the top 10 was set. And then there was a couple of scraps that could have played out maybe a little differently towards the end.
All right, well, I guess let's get started with interviews. First and foremost, Trey Morgan. First of all, pretty preemptive end to the race there for you, Trey. But I gotta say, maybe you were a bit relieved that it ended 10 minutes early. You secured that P5. What a result for you, by the way. Talk us through the race. It was an absolute belter for you.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Qualified about 2/10 off of my PB, but was still top 10. So, I was really happy about that. And then in the race, managed to get a spot on the starts, and then had a fun battle with Doug for a few laps that kind of ended in tragedy in 2 separate incidents for him. I don't know if you caught any of that on stream.
Oh, we got it. We got it.
Okay. Yeah, I really don't know if who would be at fault for the incidents we had. I kind of think they're just racing incidents, but that's because I was the one who, made out better from them. So I won't make any hard judgments on that. But after that, I was kind of smooth sailing. I know someone absolutely wrecked behind me, which was unfortunate because I was looking forward to battle them. I don't remember who that was. And then all the people that I was getting ready to battle for stint 2, I think that was Moffat and Platt. I both came out about a second ahead of them in the pit cycle, and I think it was Brooker Quigg, I could be wrong, in the Audi, got a top go 30, which was unfortunate. It made me feel really good for the second half of the race. I kind of think that if I hadn't made a couple mistakes in the middle of that stint, I might have been able to challenge Jason for P4, because I know Jack Krause behind me wasn't catching me unless I made massive mistakes. But, I will definitely take a P5.
I mean, as you should, dude. That was especially reminiscent of your Indianapolis performance. Were you expecting to finish P5? I know that's, you had a little bit of luck go your way with Brooker Quigg's stop go 30, but it looked like Cody Platt elected to go for the pretty early pit stop, considering that he was kind of the train conductor ahead of you, Mason, and Doug. You guys had a scrap of the ages there. But you made the overcut work. I mean, were you confident in your pace? Did you see Cody Platt go into the pits? Were you sure that you were going to do the overcut?
I knew I was going to do the overcut on him because I didn't want to pit until about 35 minutes. I knew that no matter what I would do, I figured I'd have a pace advantage toward the end of the stints on the Porsches that were surrounding me, and maybe the McLaren. Wasn't sure, but I don't know how bad the tire wear is of the BMW. I just knew that mine was probably better, so if I evened out my stints, I probably had a better chance. I expected him to be a lot faster when he came out of the pits, so I did not expect to come out, 2 seconds ahead of him, I think it was, because I passed him right as he crossed the pit exit line, I think it was. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I definitely did not expect to finish P5, especially with how peaceful that second stint was.
Well, you did it when it mattered. Very cerebral driver you were tonight, and it paid off. But yeah, the overcut was probably the move for you after Cody Platt went in so early. And you executed it to perfection. How are you feeling about Red Bull Ring? Because I think the Nissan, I know, is notoriously very funny over the turn 1 curb, because it could just glide over it.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
How are you feeling? Because it's last race of the season. I can't believe it. It's gone so fast.
Yeah, I really like Red Bull Ring. I've not driven it much in the Nissan, so I can't say if I'm going to be really good or bad there in the Nissan specifically. But each time I've raced at Red Bull Ring in SRA, I've done better than I thought I would. So hoping for a repeat. I'm not going to say it'll happen, but I can hope for it.
Sounds like someone I know in this booth.
Speaking from experience, I think the Nissan is a lot of fun at Red Bull Ring, but I also love Red Bull Ring, so...
I do too, so I will take that to heart.
Yes, sounds like it's a personal favorite of a lot of drivers here. So, rounding out the season in style, gentlemen, any questions for Trey?
No, I just wanted to congratulate. I mean, you definitely kept it together. I loved how, keeping the overcut, making that work, because it could be tempting, when the car's in the train, pit. But I mean, you obviously had the right idea by staying out. So yeah, that was great.
Yeah, this was a great silver win, man. Really impressed. I know in the practice race, or maybe it was the weekend races actually, the Sunday fun days, I was behind you for quite a while, and you had said you were on mostly full fuel and still lapping really well. And I knew you were on for a great week, and you definitely made it all the fruit to bear here. It was a great result.
I won't lie, Dan. In the fun races over the weekend, when I was able to hold you behind for a lap, I kind of thought I would be doing good this race. So I definitely used you as a barometer there. So
Dan's washed. He said it.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll take it. Trey had the pace, man, and he obviously showed it this week.
Damn right.
Fantastic result. Great silver win.
Excellent, Trey. Before we send you back, any shout-outs you would like to make? You had a lot of people, fans in the chat. I assume Mac was here. I assume some of your family was also watching. So any shout-outs for them?
Yeah, so Mac, he's not been able to race, but he's been really nice to chat with before and after the races. I know that my dad was in the comments and he came up to me after he was trying to figure out what in the world happened to the server, congratulating me on the win. And I've been talking a little bit with Sean Paul and joined his conglomerate recently, so they helped me a little bit here in the closing stages to work it out. It's break late, pray hard. So
I see.
it worked for me. So
that guy's a steward, by the way. Break late, pray hard. Okay, got you. Yeah, your dad was super excited to watch the battle between you and Doug. I mean, the defense that you put up against Mr. Mitchell was astounding. I mean, I was in mouth agape. My jaw was dropped. So
I will take it.
Hell yeah, dude. P5, congratulations on that result. Trey, we'll send you back down.
All right, thank you. Have a good night.
You too. All right. We got our podium finishers. It's going to be Kyle Barber first. Let's get him on up in here. Kyle Barber, welcome to the booth. For the millionth time this season, I guess. P3, another P3 for you. Very strong team result, I might add. But Bailey kind of ran away with it today. I know you're in the championship fight. I know it's going to come down to the last race, but how are you feeling going to Red Bull Ring after that race?
Yeah, like you said, D1 Bailey showed up again. So he was way out in front. There was no seeing him again. And I knew the outside on corner one was going to be a little bit more grippy. So I kind of warned Ian about that. And I think he was just trying to make sure he didn't hit him. And the next thing I know, that Porsche just has so much pull out of some of the corners. And he got him on corner one. I was like, oh, no. But yeah, I mean, I'm just hoping for at least a top 3 in the driver championship. Obviously, I was like really thinking I had a shot for first, but Bailey's slowly taking that away from me. But yeah, I mean, good racing by him. Obviously, super proud of our team. Me and Ian definitely worked together. We both stretched our pig pony legs. It worked great.
I hate you so much, Kyle. Stop it. Jesus.
I told Ian to do that last week.
I know you did.
Yeah. No, but it was a good race. I enjoyed it. Super upset about the disconnect. But at least there was only like 6 or 7 minutes left, so it was pretty much over for me. So.
Sorry, my Gen Z brain took over for a moment there.
Yeah. Control yourself.
I've been good at controlling myself. I haven't had a slip up in these races. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. You haven't had any slip ups.
I haven't. I don't know what you're talking about. But yeah, a phenomenal team result for you. A little bit of team orders at the end. We noticed you and Ian were swapping positions. I assumed it was for the Drivers' Championship, and then Ian swapped back and it looked like he had the pace over you. Was that kind of the whole idea there, or am I missing something?
Pretty much, Ian had a slip up, went off at it's the second to last corner, the one with the sausage. He nicked it just enough to pop him off in the grass very easily. I said, Ian, I'm going on your outside. I passed him. I said, if you need to get in front, please tell me. And he was trying to use the draft to get a fastest lap, and it worked. And then I ended up saying, hey, if you need to get in front, please tell me. I know he's faster than me on this track and most tracks. So I said, hey, take it back. Try to get this fastest lap a little better if you can. And, like I said, D1 Bailey showed up. So he found a way to take that as well. So at least we got poles, so he didn't get everything. But yeah, just, like you said earlier, super proud of the team, second and third, really good result for our team. And, side note, I was pretty proud of Trey. He's been kind of, in the mix every week. And I think at the time of the disconnection, I think he was in first in the silver. So I kept seeing him. I was like, oh, there he goes. He's doing good. So Proud of him as well. I raced with him back in D4, so we kind of go back, I guess.
That's awesome. Well, now you got the edge over him a little bit, right? So he's coming. P5. He's coming.
I wouldn't necessarily say that, but I mean he's definitely got the skill. I think it's just the fact of me putting in more time, and for whatever reason the Mustang has just kind of called me. I've tried the Aston, and now I've gone back to the cars that I've tried months or years ago, and when I try them I'm like, oh my god, this is dog crap. Just like, yeah, I definitely don't miss it. So it's going to be hard to get me out of the Mustang, or the BMW is all right too, but the Mustang, America, you know what I'm saying?
Well, personally, I'm not a huge fan of the Mustang anymore. But 5,000 laps will do that too.
You've driven it into the ground, Anton. You've done it.
And listen, I won my championship in the superior Ferrari. So listen,
there you go.
Hell yeah, dude.
Well, let's put it this way: I was also tired of getting passed by the Lexus and the Mustang on the straight. So being in one of those, I remember like not even before, or I should say before I started SRA with you guys, I was doing little side races and I was doing the McLaren and the Ferrari, and I would just get blown away on the straight, and they didn't have any bop. So that definitely made a difference maker. But yeah, I'm super happy with the Mustang is all I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I mean, your results speak for themselves, right? So, phenomenal result again this week. I know it's not exactly what you wanted. It was fighting for the championship, but you still got one at play. I don't know if the standings are going to be updated as of yet, but I imagine you two are in the lead still ahead of Bailey and Doug.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So
where did Doug finish?
He had a lot of
P8
moments. P8.
P8, okay. Yeah, and I saw Kraus was like 6 or something like that, because I know Kraus... Yep. Me, Kraus, and Bailey, and now Ian's poking his head in for driving team championship. I'm just like, we just gotta finish in front of Doug. Just let Bailey get P1, let him have his moment, and he'll be in D1 Gold next season. So let's let him have his moment, and let's just focus on getting in front of Doug. So we were just kind of hoping things would shake out. So I wish it was a little better, but
Yeah, we're not going to have updated stand-ins for probably at least a day, realistically, because we're going to have to manually create them all. So don't expect big updates on that front anytime soon. Ooh. But we'll definitely get it out to you, and obviously apologize for the disconnect. But I mean, your pace tonight was great. Were there any concerns? I heard there might have been a practice incident between the Mustangs. Was there any worries about that happening tonight?
Well, I mean, the only thing that I know of, and you can ask Ian about it more than me, is we have practiced throughout the week. We've done all right. I've had just, pretty decent pace for D2, and then Ian's just found another gear. But today, Ian got on and just was struggling, could not put down a lap, just absolutely getting irritated. And I was like, it's all right, just calm down. There's going to be more rubber on the track for qualifying, like just trying to motivate him. And during the actual qualifying, he did a pretty decent lap. I was like, go get it, buddy, go get it. And the next thing I know, pole. So that was the only really thing. I didn't make any collision with him or anything, but he was definitely sweating it. He was like, what is going on with this car? So I don't know what was going on, but a server restart fixed it apparently.
Yeah, next step, I think you're going to have to teach him how to do his starts, because Bailey was literally ahead of him at the green flag drop. And by turn one, literally the kink, Bailey was fully clear.
Yeah, I saw that too. And I was sitting there going, oh, like selfishly, I mean, just being honest here, selfishly, I've done that. Right. And I've got a penalty for starting in front of the person first. So I'm like, oh my God, it can happen. Just
I was worried too, honestly.
Yeah, I was like, I hate to be that person, but at a certain point, you got to find some kind of slip up. Yeah. It's a D1 driver. We got to get a slip up so we can get in front of them.
Oh my God.
Put that on record. No, we were just, or I say we. I was just hoping. I always tell, or we always kind of, for me and Ian in our chats, it's very quiet for the first like minute and a half or so, just till things shake out, unless somebody gets hit, then you hear it very loudly. But yeah, it was good.
You're gonna get in trouble with all that D1 Bailey talk.
Yeah. Well, I mean, mark my words, he's going to be mark my words, he's going to be in D1 next season. But no,
Oh,
I mean,
Where are you going to be?
D1 baby, let's go.
Yeah.
Well, D1 silver. Maybe that. But no, I don't mean to bash him. I mean, I'm calling him a better driver.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I am. But yeah, it felt like the drivers' championship was in my grasp, but now it's gone. So I have to come up with an excuse in my brain. So I'm just considering him D1 from now on.
Listen, that's probably the best excuse that you could think of.
Yep. That's what I'm going with.
Unless you're in D1, because then you just have no excuses. Because there's no way further up.
I only have to lie to myself for one more race, so it's fine. Everything's fine.
The self-esteem at an all-time high today for Kyle Barber.
No, we'll try it. I'm fine with being in P3 and not in D1 and P30, and then just be like, oh.
Hey, P30's dude. D1 is fun. I'm tired of people, saying like, oh, dude, I hate being P30 and D1. I get it. My first race in D1, I was P31. I got 2 penalties. Listen, they were both my fault.
Well, all I know is, Anton, when you lap me, I will stay out of the way. I'll use my turn signal and all. That's all I'll say.
Well, that's if I'm racing next season. Whoa, drama.
Bombshell.
Who am I kidding? I'm racing.
He's racing the Mustang. You heard it here first.
Absolutely not. I was about to say a bad word, but I did it last week.
All right, let me get out of here. Let me let some other people go.
Yeah, get your shout outs in.
Shout out to Ian, shout out to Adam, shout out to my fiance, and shout out to all you guys. And thank you for the disconnect. It definitely saved 7 minutes of frustration.
Well, that wasn't okay. Get out of here. See you, Kyle. Good night.
Later, guys.
Oh, God, these guys are so insufferable. I'm tired of it. All right, let's bring in P2. We are not
it's
rolling.
A pink Mustang.
All right, well, I guess the other pink Mustang joins us on the booth. I wonder if he's going to say, oh, stretching my pink pony legs. Well, no. Welcome, Ian. Hello. You here, buddy?
Absolutely not.
Oh, my God.
He doesn't want video evidence of that.
I said it last week.
Yeah, your teammate said it 5 minutes ago.
Oh, no.
I'm tired of you. I'm gonna be hoping that you guys don't get any more podiums this season, because I don't want to hear that anymore.
I can't promise that.
Yeah, they fill up the 2/3 of the podium every week.
Yeah. I guess I gotta relate it somehow to Bailey now, right? But Ian, congratulations on the P2. You held the fastest lap with Bailey for quite a while in the race. Had that pole in qualifying. Amazing lap. I think that was a personal best, right?
It wasn't.
Wasn't? Oh, so he's even faster than we saw. Oh, man.
I did a low 40.3 in the practice race Sunday night.
Pretty damn good.
40.3? Oh, wow.
Pretty damn good. Obviously, proud of your rise on pace. We did mention to Kyle that we wanted him to relay to you. You got to practice the starts, dude. Why you let Bailey get ahead of you before the green flag fell?
Yeah. Well, I don't want to get drive through.
Oh, were you close? Were you close on the box or something?
I think so. I was pretty close.
All right. So what I'm hearing is we can just manually give Bailey like plus 30 seconds and then call it a day.
Yeah, that works.
All right. Cool. Sounds good to me. But yeah, you had a pretty strong and quiet race. You had a little bit of of course, slow warm up to pace at the start, but you held your own for a little bit. Then the pit cycle came, then you still stayed ahead of your teammate. A little bit of a slip up there. We thought it was a bit of team orders for the team champ or for the drivers championship for Kyle. Then you got past him again. So strong P2 for you. Did you feel like you had the race pace to stay ahead of Bailey, or was it just over after turn 1, do you think?
I think maybe 10-15 minute mark, I was like, okay, I don't think I can do this. He's too fast. But there was a little bit of hope when he started to mess up a little bit, and I gained maybe 5/10 on a lap,
hmm
and then yeah, I couldn't really catch him.
Well, listen, man, P2 is still a phenomenal result, and I think for the team championship, you guys are well ahead. Of course, we don't have the perfect results at the moment due to the disconnect. We sincerely apologize about that, but I imagine, 10 minutes short of a race, you probably were going to hold station. Probably not the end of the world for you. But yeah, Kyalami, did you enjoy it? Was it all that you dreamed of? I guess.
I don't know.
What? Okay, I'm done interviewing you. Get out of here.
It was all right. Wasn't the best.
Really? That's
Yeah.
disappointing.
Oh man.
Dan, you got any words for this rascal?
Not too much. I mean, it's a great pole lap, man, and a really clean race. Congratulations on a solid P2, further cementing the team championship, it looks like. Or at least, let's put it this way, extending the lead for the team championship headed into the final week. Yeah, and the Mustang at Red Bull, I feel like you can't ask for a much better combo. I feel like that's a great combo.
Well, I'll tell you this. Don't even have the track yet. And I've never driven.
Oh, you don't got the DLC? Oh
I don't
my
even have
god.
the DLC yet.
Oh.
The good news for
wow.
you is that there's only about 7 corners, so it's and the
It
lap
was
is pretty
technically
quick.
8, right? There's
So
technically,
okay, I was close enough, Don.
there's technically 10 actually.
Really?
God.
But yeah, I think it's a relatively easy track to get up to speed on. So maybe not to maximize if you've never driven it before, but I think you'll be on pace pretty quick.
I'll be chilling.
Yeah, you'll be chilling. I mean, listen, you got one more round to lock in for the team championship. You'll be fine. On what were you going to say?
Yeah.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, yeah, it's a easy track to learn, kind of a little bit more difficult to master, but yeah, you'll be in the right car, and it seems like you're pretty comfortable with that Mustang, so should be a pretty good duo.
Not 20 minutes before the race, I wasn't.
Dude, you were
Yeah.
fine. It's okay. It's over. You got the pole. You're okay.
I guess you're right.
It's not the first time someone's been disappointed with the P2 this season. I know your teammate was. But listen, man, you still can really give yourself a pat on the back. That was an excellent pole lap, excellent race. I mean, you had the pace. Of course, had purple lap at 1 point, 40.8. Obviously, stonking lap. Would have put you honestly top 20, top 15 in D1. So, amazing job today. Any shots you want to give before we send you back?
You guys, and parent, sister, they watch. So pretty cool.
Amazing. Love it when family watches. Ian, congratulations. Can't wait to see you on the podium next week and possibly team
Thank you.
champions.
Yeah.
All right. We'll send you back down. Have a good night, man.
You too.
Oh, he sent himself back. Okay. I was in the middle of dragging him down. I was like, oh no, I got it. Oh no. I'm gonna drag Bailey. He's streaming right now.
Streaming. Yeah.
Dan, you do it. I don't want to do it.
Where is he?
He's in Mikey, no.
I can go ask him, but I would probably just leave him if he's streaming.
All right. Well, in that case, I mean, actually, let me message him.
Do we really want to listen to Bailey, guys?
I think it would be funny having both of you in here, to be honest.
Okay.
Let me shoot him a message.
All right, Dan just went into the chat.
Well, yeah, he can do that. So,
yeah.
All right. Well, in the meantime, let's. We got a little bit of elevator music, you know.
Yeah, we got him. We got him.
Daddy's here. Daddy's here.
Oh, he's here. SRA. Welcome, Bailey, to the booth. Welcome back, Dan. I didn't want to pull you because you were streaming something, so but commanding race, P2 in qualifying, bit of a surprise for me, to be honest, but kind of figured that the Mustangs would be close to you at least. Had a little bit of a mistake on the last qualifying lap. Of course, didn't get that pole position, but you were effectively basically pole position in your box because your car was pretty well ahead of P1. I imagine that was a bit of a shock to you. Were you a little scared of maybe getting a drive-through just because of him being out of position, or was that just like, nah, I'll be fine?
The whole thing was confusing because like I know I was in my box, like, but like he was still behind me, so I'm like, I don't know what's going on, and like that's happened to me before, so I knew I wasn't going to get a drive-through, but I wasn't quite sure what his goal was, but just going off of previous races and how I've done in the race starts here, I felt pretty confident I was going to be ahead of him by turn 1 just because the Porsche's that good on the start. So I don't know if he was trying to do it on purpose or he just was trying to bait me into a penalty or something, but I had no idea. It was weird, but it's all right, I guess.
Yeah, it was definitely weird. But listen, you got it done before turn 1. Did you think that was going to happen? I mean, did you feel confident that you were going to get Ian on before turn 1? How did you prepare yourself?
Yeah, no, I was kind of confident, and I knew I at least had a good chance to be ahead of him. Just like I said before, this car is unreal on race starts, and on the practice race too. Dan was there. I don't know how I actually saw it, but I jumped the race start on the practice race, and so I
remember that.
So I had a horrible start, but I still almost got side by side with the 2 cars ahead of me at that point. So I knew that this thing had the legs off the jump. So, and he just kind of made it easier by starting behind me for some reason.
Yeah, I mean, it made your job easier. You had a very clean run into turn 1. I think there was like over a car length of separation even before the braking zone, so really made it easy for you. Your first stint, electric, as per usual. Second stint, we thought you would be a little bit on pace faster, but you did still end up with the fastest lap, so maximum points for you. The real talking point of the night, though, was Jack Krause. He qualified a lot lower than we expected him to. Had a nice undercut, so he finished P6, but that's going to put you in provisional P1. So it's what you needed.
Oh no! Remember what I said last week about being first in the championship?
I know what you said. Yeah,
it's bad luck, dude. It's bad luck. It's just not a good place to be.
Kind of segueing off of that, how are you feeling going to Red Bull Ring? Because you have a car that's decent out of the corners, but not the best on the straights. So, and that's kind of what Red Bull Ring is a mix of.
We'll see. I've never run a car at Red Bull Ring that doesn't require max wing, so we'll see, I guess. But I've never really had a good race at Red Bull Ring. It's just not a good track for me usually. The last time I did it was in the wet, so before that I think I had one race and it was probably the worst race of my life. But Red Bull Ring for me is it's a hit or miss one, I think. We'll see, because I think the Mustang's going to be pretty OP. Like you said, we don't know what the point standing is at the moment. I know Kyle. The whole thing with Kyle and Ian, I thought for sure Ian would just let Kyle go to give him a better chance at championship, but they were battling in the race and just losing time to me, and Ian stayed ahead. So I was like, all right, I guess. But that was the whole race is a weird one to me from just sitting up there in the front. But shout out to Ian, dude. His pace was literally identical to mine. So wherever I go, he goes. So all this D1 talk, Ian's going to be right there next to me, you know?
Yeah,
and he qualified pole, so what more do I have to say?
They called you out a little bit, both him and Kyle. So they'll probably be joining you in D1, even if you...
Yeah,
you know. So, I mean, it's to be expected. I feel like the top of D2...
Was that a question?
Yeah. Oh, is Mike out?
Uh-oh.
Oh my God.
Uh-oh.
Mike,
he's back.
Oh, is he back?
Oh, hello.
He's back.
Dude, I hate this microphone,
my
man.
mic cut out. I'm like, uh-oh.
It's been a night.
My
It's
God.
been a night.
Yeah.
This piece of garbage. God.
You should just get the new one, bro. It works just fine.
This new one. I hate Blue Yeti. Logitech can screw off. This frustration is building so much, man. I'm done with it. Anyway, one more race, Bailey. You sound confident, but you also we'll see what happens. I know that
we'll see what happens.
It's your championship to lose at this point, I would assume. And I mean,
that's music to Dan's ears. He loves that.
Yeah, I wanted to ask Dan if he had any questions for you, because we got two admins here. Of course, Dan probably not happy with you staying in D2, but I'm gonna just sit back, eat my popcorn, and let the two of you duke it out.
I
Yeah, let's see
talk,
what
I'll
Dan
get
is.
fined. I mean,
I'll pay your fines. I'll pay your fines. Oh shit! I didn't know. Yeah, Dan, I didn't know you were even in the booth until I went and checked the stream to see what it looked like from you guys' end. I'm like, oh my goodness.
Hello, Dan.
yeah, mixed it up. Even got the
shake and
pip
bake
going
action.
today.
Oh, how about that, huh?
Yeah, we were trying to
Yeah,
curse you the
pretty
whole
good.
time.
How'd that go?
No, we didn't actually do anything. That's
Well,
why
you see
nothing
the
happened.
servers right now.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
I think if we look at everything,
We overdid it.
the underlying factor was Dan being here.
True.
Mhm. True.
So I think it was Dan.
I think.
What was I
yeah.
gonna say?
I think the result doesn't count for Bailey only.
That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah. I think that's where we're at.
Just keep me in D2. That works.
Sounds good.
Take it.
Oh, wait.
Hold on.
Brooker. So I was in a chat with Brooker, and he had a pretty brutal race, as you can probably tell. He kept asking me, he's like, "What's the fastest lap? What's the fastest lap?" I was like, "Oh, me and Ian are trading right now," and it kind of settled down. And he goes, "All right, guys, I'm pitting." We're like, "Why?" And he's like, "You know why?" So he goes to get the fastest lap from me, and then the server crashes, and he was raging so hard.
Oh my
it was
god.
so funny. I've never seen Brooker that upset before.
That's actually hilarious.
It was so funny.
That's karma for trying to do that.
Yeah.
Honestly, I respect the attempt though. Oh my god. Hello, Jason. Welcome
wow.
to the booth.
This is
A lot of admins.
Oh my god. This guy just joined just to play.
Just to play my voice, dude. It's so unbelievably easy how rent free I am in his head.
Honestly, you're rent free in pretty much everybody's head in D2. So
Yeah.
Yeah. No, like I said last week, Kyalami was like, it's one of my favorite tracks in just racing in general. So
yeah,
I had
Agreed.
a pretty good feeling going into this. You know, just beating Dan Crane in the practice race, and
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
it is.
I had
what
two
it is.
stop goes, but that's fine.
That's brutal. Couldn't be me.
No other reason. I was fine.
didn't Bailey jump the start too?
I did. Yeah, I even did that.
Amazing. Well, we're not going to keep you here for much longer, Bailey. Of course, amazing race, leading the championship into the last round. Any shots you'd like to make before we head into the final week of SRA Season 17?
Absolutely, I would. Big shout out to my boy Big Nogs. I'm sure he was in chat today.
Oh, he was. Yeah, he called
cheering me
Kish the
on.
goat. Yeah, he's there.
Yes, sir. That's my dog. Shout out to him. Shout out to GB3, man. I don't know where he finished, but he was definitely hauling. I know that for sure. Good to see him up here as well. I know he's had a couple of rough races lately, but shout out to GB3. Shout out to P10. Good for him, man. That's good for fantasy, ain't it?
Probably, yeah. It was
For
P10's
his
probably
fantasy.
pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah. That's what we're hoping for. But yeah, shout out him. Shout out you guys, obviously. Been a long 7 races. Shout out Dan. Welcome Dan to the booth. Hopefully, we'll see you next week. Shout out to Ian as well. That kid was hauling. Shout out Douglas. Shout out SRA as a whole, the community, and we'll see what happens next week, shall we?
Yeah, the most devious. Let's see what happens next week from Bailey you'll ever hear. But yeah, phenomenal race as always, and we will send you back over to wherever you were. So I guess you could do that.
Thanks, sweetie.
Yeah, you got it.
Thanks,
You got it,
sweetie.
Bubs.
Yeah,
Go-
I'll just
go-
go spread my own legs.
Yeah, go kiss your
Oh.
sister as well. That's an inside joke. You'll get it.
Oh my god.
I had to do it. Matt Higgs would appreciate that one. All right, boys and girls. Well,
On that note,
well, honestly, the interviews spent for a long time today because we're basically ending off on when we usually would, plus 10 minutes. So,
we do long interviews.
what a stream.
So-
Yeah, I mean, they were eventful today. And I mean,
Oh yeah.
kind of had to be. It's Kyalami, especially this server disconnected. It's pretty fun. Red Bull Ring next week. Don't miss it. It's going to be the decider of both championships. I imagine Silver is probably pretty wrapped up, though Trey had a pretty awesome race for himself today. Don't know where Cody's going to be relative to all the points, but we're going to see in a few days' time. Of course, let the admins do their thing, get the points standings updated. Of course, we're very grateful for everything they do. Shout out Dan. But yeah, it was a phenomenal race this week, boys and girls. Thank you so much for watching. Dan, Donovan, any last words before we head into the final segment of the stream?
I got nothing.
Nothing? Not even a yeah, absolutely? Jeez, man.
No,
No, absolutely
that's
no.
a pretty good one.
Oh.
Dude, I was dying last week with that.
I tried to control myself.
Okay, Donovan, I have to say, you have no clue how excited I was when I found GIFs that had that. I
know.
Cracking up. I was like, oh yeah, that's going to the Discord all week. But yeah, no, thanks for having me on, fellas. It was great to be make a guest appearance here and watch some great racing. We saw some great moves. Dug through the S's a few times. I think we had Zip Jr. on the outside. You know, we had some really good scraps throughout the race. Really enjoyed it. Unfortunately, a couple big lap one incidents. Never like to see that. But yeah, we'll see how things shake out in the finale at Red Bull Ring.
Don't miss it. Once again, I've been Anton Richards, joined by Donovan and Dan Cran. If you did enjoy tonight's stream, make sure to tune in for sure next week. As I've said 40 times already in the last 5 minutes, it's going to be same time, 9 p.m. Eastern on Wednesday on March. It's going to be March 11th. And it's going to be a hoot. If you do enjoy Sim Racing Alliance outside of Division 2, of course, we do stream Divisions 1, 3, and 5 on Tuesday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern. We also have Division 4 over on YouTube at the same time as our stream. So if you do want to check those guys out, they run an excellent show, an excellent ship over there as well. So be sure to check them out. They are an excellent pairing over there, Sig, and I believe it's Kyle Boise right now. But thank you so much for watching tonight, everybody. Looks like a couple of stragglers in the chat. A lot of activity over on YouTube chat today. Love to see it. And on Twitch. Love to see everybody over there engaging with the stream. And we will see you next week, everybody. Have a fantastic rest of your evening.
When I was just a new driver, I asked Coach Jeffries, what will I be? Will I be speedy? Will I crash out? Here's what he said.